So tell me about her. What was she like?
Whew. Just an apple of, I guess, anybody's eyes. Very outgoing. There's someone that just lights up the room. Like, she's there, she helps out. She tries to help out any and everybody that she can help out. Anybody that she comes across is no way possible that they just don't fall in love with her because of the person that she is. She just have that ray of sunshine. So.
Do you realize that you speak about her in the present tense, as if she's still here?
No.
You don't think about it, you just...
Yeah. I didn't think about it.
Do you let yourself think about the fact often that she's not here anymore?
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
Can't help it.
That's something I'm probably never going to be able to accept.
Where was she in school? Where did she go to school? High school?
Independence High School.
And then was she in college, or what was she doing?
No, she was ready to start Johnson C. Smith the fall before she got murdered.
What was she going to do? Do you know what she wanted to study, or?
No, because she had her mind all over the place with different things. She was just ready to go. She worked, when she graduated, she didn't go straight into school. So she worked for a while, but then she had just set up, then she was ready to go to school. So she was getting ready to start Johnson C. Smith. How
exciting was that for all of you guys? For her, for you, that she was going to start school and everything?
Well, school is a parent's, dream for their kids. Not all of them go to school. So, of course, I was very excited for her. I just wanted her to make the decisions that she wanted to make, and I was going to support her whichever way she wanted to go. So she wanted to work when she first got out of school, and then she decided that's what she wanted to do. So, she was dating a guy, and she had recently stopped dating him, or they were trying to separate from each other. And on the day that she got murdered, she had went to her friend Destiny's to help her get ready for prom. She was going to prom, so they took a lot of pictures getting ready for prom. And I guess he called her or something, told her to come and see him, and she went to his neighborhood where he was, and it's the last thing that we knew. So I got a call that one night, and the call came from his mother. And she said that there was an accident. That's what she told us. Said it was an accident, and that she was at the hospital. So once I got to the hospital, still didn't know anything serious. But once I got there, we got in the room. The doctors came in, and they told us, they said that she had some trauma that was done, and she didn't make it. And so, that was a shocking for us or whatever. And I was like, what happened? Because I'm still thinking it's a car accident. And he was like, oh, she was stabbed a couple of times. I was like, what? And yeah, she was stabbed a couple of times. And that it hit one of her arteries, and then she didn't make it. They tried everything, and she didn't make it. So immediately I knew it was him that had done it. I said it was him or whatever, and talked with the police officer and stuff there. And that was it. And then a week or so later, we get an autopsy report, and the autopsy report says that she was stabbed over 40 times. Over 40 times. From the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. After that happened, in May 2019, we went to court just about every month. Almost every single month we were having or every other month we were having a court appearance. And then we would get there and then it's rescheduled. Or right before it's time for us to go, it got rescheduled. And it just kept going. We didn't know. And at this time, then they offered him a plea deal. So we were waiting to see what was going to happen. So he had an attorney, and it was just always something with cancellation. So that was May 19, May 20, June of May 20. I had a heart attack and 2 strokes. And I know it was just stress. I was always constantly just worried when it was time for court, what was going to happen. Anytime I had to even just go down there and you walk into a building that says a homicide, it's like a whole start over again. It's like a walk of shame or something and so I would always get sick. I just kept getting sick. Blood pressure kept just out of the roof. I have heart heart pains, just out of the roof. So we dealt with that, and then finally COVID hit. So when COVID hit, of course, everything was shut down. And for me, it was, okay, I'm not worrying about court right now. Maybe I can get myself back together. But then when is this going to be over with? Like, I want to be done, but I want justice served. But like, I just don't want to keep going every single month and nothing's happened. So then finally we didn't hear anything else. We were no court or anything last year. Was it last year? 2023. So 2022 there was nothing at all. And maybe about a couple of weeks ago I called, and when I called I was like, what's going on? Like, where are we at? And she said, well, it's probably not going to be until about 2025 because we're in 2023 and we're just now starting to do cases for 2017. So she said, so, it's probably not going to be till 2025. So that took me, I ended up being out of work again because it hurts. It was stressful. So the last time that we had went to court, she had asked, his attorney had kept asking for extensions because she kept saying that because of COVID, she didn't get to talk with him. So that's what she kept saying. And then we finally got a judge that we had before, and he was like, no. And so then she said, well, she wanted to do an evaluation. And then we go back to court again, and she didn't get any of it done. So he was like, no, we're going to go ahead on with it. And she said, well, he pleads not guilty. We'll go to trial. So that's how we ended up into trial.
And he was arrested almost immediately, right?
Yes, same day.
Same day.
Same day, same time, everything.
So he's literally been sitting there since 2019.
Yes.
You guys waiting for this. And if I remember when you and I spoke on the phone, you had not heard from them. How long had it been since before you called that you'd heard anything?
Oh, over a year or so. I didn't hear anything. I just called and said, hey, what's going on? Like, so no, I hadn't heard anything at all.
So you go from not hearing anything for a year to being told now it's 2025.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is that like?
That's why I'm having a stress test again. That's,
I mean, what did you think when you heard? I mean, I can't even wrap my head around 2025.
I don't know. I don't know. You go blank again. Like, you don't know. You get a relief. I got a relief that I'm not on edge, that not knowing when it's coming up. But then you also want to be able to, I guess, be able to grieve finally. Because when you're on edge about court and what's going to happen in court, whatever, how do you start healing from anything? You don't start heal. You don't ever get better. You just learn how to deal with it, but you can't even deal with it. Because at some point, I have to relive everything all over again. And so to have to keep waiting years and years and years, and now what's going to be going on almost 6 years, and I have to relive what happened 6 years ago.
It's like your life is on hold.
It's there. Mm-hmm.
What do you think needs to happen?
I just want justice for my baby. I want justice for my baby.
What does justice look like for you?
A life sentence. My baby has a life sentence. I have a life sentence. My daughter has a life sentence. That's a life sentence for us.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of lonely when you don't have another sibling to just have. It is very hard not having my only sibling. I just need that peace.
What is it that you miss most?
Her laugh. Just her talking to me. Just us being able to have our talks about anything. I do realize, find myself talking about her like she's still here. It's hard to actually think that my sister's gone. You'll think she's just on a flight somewhere and she's coming back one day, but it's just really hard to cope with everything.
The fact that he's still in jail and just unresolved, do you think about that a lot? I know your mom does.
I do. Years go by and you're just waiting for answers. You just don't know, like, what. I ask mom questions all the time about what's happening, and I know sometimes it's hard for her to even tell me what's happening because nothing is happening. And we're just waiting, and it's just all we can do is just wait. but we just want that justice for my sister.
What did you think when she told you 2025?
I was like, what? I actually broke down the neck, like literally after leaving her. 'Cause that's far. Who knows if we make it to 2025 to be able to get that justice for my sister. That's a long time. That's a long time in our heart. It's a very long time.
I'm glad you had